at it. You really have gotten stronger, Kyo. I think I need more training.
Hold it right there! You think you can pick a fight and just walk away whenever you feel like it, huh? Just because you changed back to white Haru doesn't mean you can...
You're not Black Haru anymore.
No.
I'm sorry. It's just you seem like a completely different person.
How's Yuki?
He's still sleeping.
Don't attack him while he's passed out, Kyo.
Shut up! What good does it do me if I beat him with a cheap trick like that? The day I knock that damn rat on his tail, it's gonna be fair and square. Hell with it, I'm going back to school.
Yuki and Kyo, do they still get in fistfights every day?
No, but they argue just about every time they see each other.
Huh. Well, that means they're getting along a little better, at least. It wasn't long ago that the idea would have seemed pretty hopeless.
No, hopeless?
That's how it seemed, but I can tell they've both changed since then. There used to be so much tension between them. If they were in the same room, you could feel it in the air. Things seem much more relaxed now. It could be because you're here.
No, I doubt I've made that much of a difference.
Well, I can't prove that yet, but I haven't been around enough to see what's going on. I guess the reason isn't really important. I'm just glad to see they're doing better. Especially Yuki. He was my first love after all. Nothing against Kyo. Yuki is just very special to me. Although when we were kids, I couldn't stand him. I hated his guts.
Oh? Really? Why?
Because he's the rat. It's in the old story, right? How the rat rode on the cow's back to the Zodiac banquet. I used to hate that story when I was a little kid. The cow. The cow was a stupid fool, letting the rat use him like that. That's what all the adults used to tell me anyway. I know they were probably half joking when they said it. Still, I couldn't help but feel I was the one they were laughing at, calling stupid. And after hearing it over and over, I had so much anger towards the rat bottled up inside I couldn't contain it. I started losing my temper over the tiniest things. I guess that's when my black personality first began to appear. It got to be too much for my parents to handle, so they had me take martial arts lessons, hoping it would give me a way to vent.
Hiya! Your form sucks. Hiya!
It really didn't help, like they thought it would. I enjoyed the training itself, but even there it still felt like I was getting laughed at a lot. And then one day, I happened to bump into Yuki. The truth is, up until then, I'd never even said a word to him. The only time we ever saw each other was at New Year's. But that day, seeing him sitting there, all of my anger began to swell up at once. I exploded.
I hate your guts! It's a rat's fault! Everybody laughs at the cow! It's a rat's fault! They call a cow a fool and an idiot! It's your fault, the dirty, mean, stinking rat!
Well, is it true? About you, I mean. Is that what you are? Are you a fool?
No. No, I'm not. I'm not a fool. I'm not a fool.
I didn't think so.
After that, I began to lose my temper less and less. Yuki had finally allowed me to vent the anger that had filled me up for so long. It felt as though my heart had suddenly been set free. I was completely surprised. In every possible way, Yuki was different from the person I had imagined him to be. It's true. Until that point, it had never occurred to me that he could be anything other than a mean rat. And to think, if I hadn't met him that day, the mean rat is probably all I'd see even now. Then I would really be a fool.
That's a wonderful story.
I was surprised today too, seeing Yuki next to you with that little smile on his face. That was a first for me. He never smiled like that when he lived at the main house. That's why I was thinking, maybe it's your influence that's helped him to soften up a bit.
Oh no, that can't be. I'm sure it's something else. I mean, I don't know what I could have done that would be so great.
I'll prove it to you when he wakes up.
Miss Honda.
Hi, welcome back.
That's right, I hope I wasn't any trouble.
No, it's all right.
But how did I get here?
Haru transformed and carried you on his back.
Well, thank you. It must have been a sight.
No, I didn't mind at all. You were asleep by the time we got home, and since then I've been telling Toru the story about why I like you.
What, is that the only thing you could think of to talk about? I at least hope you didn't bore her with too many details.
She seemed interested.
It's okay. It was a very nice story, Prince Yuki.
Well, don't pay attention to Haru.
When he wakes up, try calling him by his nickname once. I'll bet it cheers him up.
There, you see? It doesn't work at all when I say it. And so, despite a few bumps along the way, everyone managed to survive the endurance run. Unfortunately, by the end of the evening, a few more of them had come down with colds.
That's what happens when you sit out in the freezing air for hours playing Old Maid.